Good morning, everybody. I'm Coach Tom. Welcome to my channel, Creating Your New Reality. I'm a self-actualization coach. What that means is that I help people create, develop, and express their true selves in the areas of their personal growth, personal development, their relationships, and their career. Are you ready? Let's go. Today, I want to talk about something near and dear to my heart, about being adaptable to change. A lot of us don't like change. I know that I enjoy change as much as I would enjoy a pair of fiberglass boxer shorts. Something kind of personal happened to me over the weekend, and it affected people other than me. So it really affected the livelihood of a very dear friend of mine, more so than it did me. But I just want to tell you the story, and maybe you'll get something out of it. As I've alluded to in some of my earlier videos, I've been training martial arts, Filipino martial arts, and Indonesian Silat since about the mid-90s. And for the last 12 years, I've called a place called Hoy's Martial Arts. I've called that my home for a very long time. My instructor, Chris Hoy, he and I go back even further. I met him at my first Kali school when he was a senior instructor, and we've been really best friends and brothers ever since. Anyway, due to the COVID and some other personal issues in his life, the school, Hoy's Martial Arts, is no more. So basically, I don't have a martial arts home anymore, and he doesn't have a livelihood. So there's sadness all around. And yesterday, with the official closing of the school, we went and we picked up some personal memorabilia, our equipment, threw some money at him for the purpose of paying off the landlord, different things like that. It was a very sad day all the way around, basically the end of an era. So I know you're asking, well, what does this have to do with creating your own reality, Tom? You're bumming me out here with this sad story. Well, here is what it is for me and my training brothers, is that you need to be adaptable to change. I am not stopping my martial arts journey whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I made the determination that I was just going to continue old school. And basically what we're doing is we're going to be getting together still to push each other and sharpen each other the way that they did it in the old countries, which was in the basements, in the backyards, in the garages. That was where the real training happened. You didn't have a lot of fancy martial arts school back in the day. You didn't have a lot of fancy equipment. You just would hang a tire from a tree, beat on it with a stick, develop your striking power, those kinds of things. You would just work on the same footwork patterns. You didn't have a fancy-ass curriculum with a lot of belts and a lot of levels and different things like that. In our system, we don't even believe in belts and sashes. Reason for that being is that I know where I am in my progression as a martial artist. By looking at me, anybody can tell where I'm at, what I do, what I know. I don't need a fancy piece of cloth, and I certainly don't need a title to tell people. So what we're doing is we just recommitted. I made a commitment to myself that I was going to do this. I'm not even plugging back into a different school. Nothing against any of the teachers in my area, but what I need is to develop further with what I know and also teach. And I've also identified the people that I need to learn from. Do you see some of the lessons in here? I'm not going from thing to thing to thing, saying, oh, now I need this, I have to plug into that. Oh, I'm lost without an instructor. Oh, I'm lost without a curriculum. No, I'm taking responsibility for my own training, my own progression. I've been doing this for a long time. I can keep pushing myself and do a lot of things on my own. And it's also time for me to step up, step out, and find other people that want to learn and teach and train them as well. So just because you don't have this defined school or a master or something to study under doesn't mean that you should ever stop. The learning is where you find it. Think about what you know and develop that. Keep pushing yourself. If you need another teacher, one of them will surface. We all have ways, books, things, YouTube videos, whatever we need to learn from, go find it. Go find it. Push yourself. You need to understand, this is where I'm driving with this, is that you are your own teacher. Any of the quote-unquote gurus that I've ever met, whether it's in the world of holistic healing, yoga, animal medicine totems, martial arts, whatever, they get uncomfortable with me calling them my teacher. They all tell me, Tom, you are your own teacher in these matters. All I've ever done for you is open a door. You'll notice that I don't always tell you what to do. I tell you things to look out for, because you're going to find your own door. You're going to find your own way and find your own path. So I want you to know that I live this out daily in my life, and that's why I'm telling you this story. There's no reason to ever panic when your teacher goes away. Things change. You can always figure out how to do things on your own and make them happen. So that's what I wanted to get across today, that you are your own teacher, and the best way to weather change is to keep moving forward and learn to rely on yourself. So thank you very much for tuning in today. I love you guys. I want you to be self-actualized. I want you to be blessed. Mostly, I want you to be yourself. I love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.